Hello, and welcome to episode 6 of my author commentaries for Price World, my debut novel. This week we're going to be delving into chapter 2, which is titled A Scottish Retreat. There will be spoilers, so if you haven't read as far as chapter 2 yet, then save this channel and come back later. And for all my dear friends in Great Chisel, don't panic. Our hero, Dr. Adam Price, will be changing location very soon. Oh, and just a little update for you on the second Dr. Adam Price novel. I'm about 45,000 words in, and our hero has just survived an attempt on his life by crashing an airliner on his house. More about that later. Amy's also promised not to interrupt this week's video, so without further ado, let's start chapter 2. Hey, that rhymed. So we learn quite a lot about Dr. Price in chapter 2, the hero of our story. He enjoys solitude. It's evident by the purchase and refurbishment of the derelict Cairn Castle that overlooks the shores of Loch Earn in the Highlands of Scotland. In addition to finding out he was once the government's chief energy advisor on renewable energy, more sinister goings-on become apparent as he's followed by mysterious agents posing as a family at a roadside restaurant. We also find out he's being tailed by a journalist posing as a waitress. When Adam leaves the restaurant, both the noisy family and the waitress follow him, but he manages to lose them on the long journey further northward, and with help of a friendly innkeeper, throws one of his tails off the scent before he explores the castle ruins the next day. The castle may be imagined, but Loch Earn is a real place and the site of some very happy camping memories with Hertfordshire Scouts, who used to own an old abandoned railway station on the nearby hillside. The scenery and aromas of the mountainsides all came flooding back when I sat down to write chapter 2. Scotland is a very dramatic land with its towering mountains, valleys and deep lochs, and I knew that I wanted to include that drama in the opening chapters, which I hope you'll agree I've achieved. The drama is in stark contrast to the genuine warmth and affection with which the people treat visitors and newcomers alike, and I hope I've done justice to their hospitality and traditions as well. Next, it's questions and answers. Well, this week's mailbag has been exceedingly light. Remember, if you've got a question for me, then pop it in the comments below or contact me via my website, priceworldnovel.co.uk, and I'll try and answer it live in a future episode. Maybe you've already finished the novel. I know many of you have, or you're considering buying a copy for your e-reader or a paperback to give as a gift. One question that has arrived this week is this: do I listen to music when I'm writing? I have a soundtrack on my website which suggests I do. Isn't that distracting? The reader asks. Well, thank you for the question. I normally write in silence, but sometimes, perhaps when I'm reading back what I've written, I do put some music on low, usually classical pieces. For example, sketching out this episode, I was listening to Saint-Saëns' Organ Symphony No. 3, which is a great, towering, organ-led orchestral piece. The soundtrack I put together is inspired by other music I listened to whilst writing, or music that was popular in the household during the times when I resorted to writing on my lap, with a hefty dose of 80s synth pop, of course, and some cracking beats that I hope accompany the pace of a particular passage in the book. The soundtrack playlist is available on Spotify, and it's accompanied by a YouTube video wall. Just watch out for those 80s fashions. Well, that's all for this week. Don't forget you can catch up with previous episodes on this channel. Give it a like, a share, put it in your bookmarks. Next week will be a short break as I am travelling to that little corner of Cambridgeshire, so I'll bring you all a memento for the next episode. Please do go and buy your own copy of Price World now. It's available on Amazon as an ebook or a paperback, and please leave your positive feedback on Amazon, even if you only read the free sample chapters. It really does help a debut author get noticed, and I'm really grateful for all of your feedback. Bye-bye for now, and remember, keep writing.